Hello everyone. Our today's topic is Avery McCarthy and MacLeod experiment. So Avery McCarthy and MacLeod in 1944 repeated Griffith's experiment of transformation. Okay? Do you remember the Griffith experiment, which is known as the Griffith transforming principle? So in 1944, Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy repeated Griffith's experiment of transformation to prove that the transforming factor was nothing but the DNA. Okay, so Griffiths in his experiment, he only said that there were some factor inside that heat kill S-type bacteria which can transform the R-type bacteria into S-type bacteria, but he did not say that those factors are DNA. Okay, but later in 1944, the three scientists Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy repeated Griffith's experiment to prove that those factors are DNA. But how they did the experiment? So now here say this is the goal of their experiment. The main aim or goal of the experiment was to find out the transforming substances which can transform the living R-type bacteria into living S-type bacteria. So the Streptococcus pneumonia bacteria has two strains. One is called as the S-type smooth type, which is called virulent. Why these are called as the virulent? Because they have the polysaccharide coat and they can cause the pneumonia disease, and that is why S-type bacteria or S strain are called as the virulent. Whether the R-type bacteria are called as the non-virulent. Why? Because they do not have the polysaccharide coat and they cannot cause the pneumonia disease. Okay, so move to the next slide. For the experiment, Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy prepared an extract of heat kill S-type and isolated different chemical components from this extract. Okay, that means for this experiment, these three scientists first extracted all the chemical substances from the heat kill S-type bacteria. Okay, first they extracted all these chemical substances like the protein, carbohydrate, lipid, nucleic acid, all the chemical substances from that heat kill S-type bacteria. After that they isolated all the different types of chemical components. Okay, they isolated all the different chemical components from this extract means that is the mixture of different chemical substances. Okay, so after that they tested. Okay, after isolation of all the chemical substances, Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy tested all these different components. Different components means all the protein, carbohydrate, lipid, nucleic acids of this extract for transforming ability in culture plate containing living R-type strain or R-type bacteria. Okay, that means they tested all these components separately. Why? For transforming ability in culture plate containing living R-type bacteria. They wanted to see which type of chemical substance can transform the living R-type bacteria into living S-type bacteria. Okay, that was the motto, that was the goal of their experiment. So that was the aim and objective. So now they tested all these chemical components separately into the culture plate which contain the living R-type bacteria. Okay, so after that, okay, so here see, after that they found that only the DNA fraction of this extract when added to the culture plate containing living R-type bacteria, then that transform living R-type bacteria into living S-type bacteria. What does it mean? That means when they tested the DNA fraction of the extract, okay, when they tested the DNA part from that mixture to the culture plate which contained the living R-type bacteria. Already in the culture plate, the living R-type bacteria are present. When they tested the DNA fraction onto that plate, which contained the living R-type bacteria, then immediately the living R-type bacteria were transformed into living S-type bacteria. Okay, that means when they added the DNA fraction from the extract to the culture plate, then immediately the living R-type bacteria were transformed into living R-type bacteria were transformed into living S-type bacteria. Okay. Now see, when they treated the extract with DNase enzyme, extract means the whole component. Okay, when they treated the extract with DNase enzyme, that hydrolyzes DNA. Remember, what is the importance of this DNase enzyme? Remember, very important. What is the importance of this DNase enzyme? What is the importance of this DNase enzyme? DNase enzyme can hydrolyze the DNA. It can break down the DNA molecule. Okay, that means when Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy added the DNase enzyme to the extract or into the extract means the whole chemical components of that heat killed S-type bacteria. Okay, when they added DNase enzyme to the extract, then the transforming ability or property of the extract was lost. You see, when Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy treated the extract or mixture of the chemical components with DNase enzyme, then the transforming ability of that substance of that extract, okay, was lost. That means when they added DNase enzyme to the mixture, then that mixture cannot transform the living R-type bacteria into living S-type bacteria. Okay, because DNase enzyme, because this DNase enzyme can break down the DNA molecule. That means this enzyme hydrolyzes DNA molecule. So here say in the diagram, it will help you to understand. So here say, so here suppose this one, the first test tube. Okay, so this one is the mixture or extract of chemical components from the heat kill S type. Okay, so in this test tube all the chemical components are present which are extracted from the heat kill S type bacteria, already dead S-type bacteria. Okay, so Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy first extracted all the chemical components from the heat kill S-type bacteria. Suppose this test tube contain all the chemical components which were extracted from the heat kill S-type bacteria. After that, they removed the lipid and sugar from that mixture. First they removed the lipids and sugar from that mixture. Okay, now after removal of lipid and sugar from that mixture, now they first, so they took 3 different test tubes with chemical extract. Okay, they prepared 3 test tubes with different chemical extract. That means they have the same chemical extract. So now here see in the first test tube which contain the chemical extract of the heat kill S-type bacteria, they added the proteinase enzyme first. Okay, Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy, they added the proteinase enzyme to this test tube which contain the chemical extract of that heat kill S-type bacteria. Okay, so when they added proteinase enzyme, what is the importance of proteinase enzyme? Like DNase, the proteinase enzyme hydrolyzes or break down the protein molecule. Okay, the proteinase enzyme breaks down the protein molecule. That means when they added the proteinase enzyme into this test tube, then all the protein molecules present in this mixture are broken down. Do you get my point? That means when Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy added the proteinase enzyme into the test tube, okay, when they added proteinase enzyme into the test tube, then all the proteins present in that mixture are broken down. Okay, so now when they tested this extract into the culture plate containing living R-type bacteria, then they observed along with the living R-type bacteria, some S-type bacteria were also present or appear. Okay, so after adding the proteinase enzyme, they Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy added that mixture into a culture plate, okay, which contained the living R-type cells. So after addition of that mixture into that culture plate, they observed that along with the R-type cells, some living S-type cells were also present or appeared. Now, next, again, now they added the RNase enzyme. Okay, now they added RNase enzyme into another test tube which contains some mixture of chemical components. Okay, so when they added the RNase enzyme into that test tube, then what happened? Like proteinase enzyme can break down the protein molecule, DNase enzyme can break down the DNA molecule, the RNase enzyme can break down the RNA molecule present in that mixture. So when they added the RNase enzyme into the test tube, then all the RNA present in this test tube, in this mixture, were broken down. So now they added this mixture into this culture plate which contain the living R-type cells. After addition of this mixture into the culture plate, they observed some living S-type bacteria into the culture plate along with living R-type bacteria. Okay, now move to the third one. In their third experiment, in their third test tube, they added the DNase. Okay, they added the DNase enzyme into the mixture of that chemical substance. When they added the DNase, then DNase break down or hydrolyzes the DNA molecule present in that mixture. Okay, now after addition of the DNase enzyme into this test tube, they added these chemical extract or chemical components into this culture plate. So after addition of the DNase enzyme, they tested these chemical components into the culture plate which contain the living R-type cells. So now when they added this mixture into this culture plate, they observed that there was no S-type cells appear in that culture plate which contain the living R-type bacteria. Okay, so all this culture plate contained the living R-type bacteria. Finally, when they added the mixture which contained the DNase enzyme, okay, when they added the mixture of chemical components of heat-kill S-type bacteria which also contain the DNase enzyme, then they observed that in that culture plate there was no S-type bacteria were found. Okay, so there were no S-type bacteria in the culture plate. That means from this experiment, okay, from this experiment, here also another experiment. So here see, this is the culture medium, okay, which contain the R-type bacteria. All these R means the R-type bacteria. So in this culture medium plus carbohydrate of S-type, that means first they added the carbohydrate of the S-type bacteria. That means there is no chance in the test tube. All are R-type bacteria. There is no S-type bacteria in the test tube. So when they added the proteins of S-type bacteria into the culture medium which contained the R-type bacteria, again there was no change. That means only R-type bacteria present in the test tube. Then when they added the DNA of S-type along with the DNase enzyme, then again there was no change. All are R-type bacteria in the test tube. When they added only only DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid of S-type, that means heat kill S-type bacteria into the culture medium, they found that along with some R, some here says some S-type living S-type bacteria were also found. Okay, so when they added the carbohydrate, then there was no chance. When they added the protein, again there was no chance. When they added the DNA along with the DNase enzyme, there was no chance. But when they added only DNA of the heat kill S-type bacteria into the culture plate, then along with the R-type bacteria, some S-type bacteria were also found. Okay, then next slide. Conclusion. Here say, from this experiment, Avery et al., that means Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy, concluded that DNA component of the heat kill S-type cells were responsible for the transformation of living R-type into living S-type cells. Okay. So from this experiment, they concluded that only the DNA component of that heat kill S-type bacteria were responsible for the transformation of the living R-type bacteria into living S-type bacteria. Okay, so no protein, no carbohydrate, then no RNA. Only DNA of that heat kill S-type can transform that living R-type into living S-type. Okay, so now the DNA of the cells not only change the structure, but also the DNA of the cells not only change the structure of other bacteria, but also gave them the property of virulence. What is virulence? That means the ability to cause the pneumonia disease. Okay, so that was the experiment of Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy. So remember the diagram here. See, so when they first added the proteinase enzyme, all proteins present in the mixture were destroyed. When they added the RNase enzyme, all the RNA present in the mixture were destroyed. When they added the DNase enzyme, then all the DNA present in that mixture were destroyed. Okay, so first when they added the first mixture into the culture plate, then they observed some S-type cells also. When they added the second mixture into the culture plate, they again observed some S-type bacteria also. But when they added the third number mixture into the culture plate, then they did not observe any S-type cell into that culture medium. What does it mean? That means in the third number suppose third number test tube, third number chemical substances, when they added the DNase enzyme, then all the DNA present in that mixture were broken down. That means there was no DNA in that mixture. Okay, if there was no DNA in that mixture, that means no chance in the living R-type bacteria. Okay, remember, if the DNA is broken down or hydrolyzed, then it cannot transform any living R-type bacteria into living S-type bacteria. But in this first test tube, here see, in this first test tube, here and here they only added the proteinase and RNase. That means the proteinase only breaks the protein and RNase only breaks the RNA, but not DNA. That means already in these two test tube the DNAs are present. In these two test tube the DNAs are present, and when this mixture of chemical components were added to the culture plate, they observed the S-type bacteria because of the presence of DNA in the mixture. But in the third test tube, there were no DNA molecule present in that mixture of chemical component because they added the DNase enzyme which destroyed all the DNA. Okay, so when they added this mixture without DNA, then they did not observe any type of S cells in the test tube. Okay, here you can see in the culture plate all the blue are the R cell, and this red colored is the S cell, that means living S cell. But in the third culture plate there is no red colored S cell, that means all cells are R, which is living R type cells, which is non-virulent. That means when they added the DNAs, then all the DNA molecule are broken down, and because of that they did not observe any type of S cell in that culture plate. From this experiment, they proved that only the DNA of that heat-killed S-type bacteria can transform the living R-type bacteria into living S-type bacteria. Not protein, not RNA, or not carbohydrate, not lipid. No any other chemical substances can transform the living R-type into living S-type bacteria except the DNA molecule. Okay, so from this experiment, Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy in 1944 repeated Griffith experiment and proved that the transforming substance or transforming factor was nothing but the DNA molecule of that heat-killed S-type bacteria, which can transform the living R-type bacteria into living S-type bacteria. Okay, so guys, this is all for today. Thank you.